I spoke with a morning mom, quite a few of them just a few moments ago. One just shared with me how her son went missing in the month of February, and they did not find him until the month of May. And when they did, they discovered him in the river, with center blocks tied to him. And when they did discover him, they were only able to discover his skeletal remains. And and that mom was talking to me, and she was telling me this story, and she mentioned that someone else had to go and I guess what you would call identify the remains, identify his remains. And she just said that how she is grateful for that person being able to be strong enough to do that, because she feel like at this point in her life she would be nuts had she had to be the person, And so this was back in the 80s, and she's in her 80s now. Okay. Spoke with another mom today, and she talked about how she wished her son, at least had an opportunity to meet her brother, because he was just such an awesome young man, how much fun, he would have been as an uncle, and, things like that. It's just really hard to accept the word that was used to describe that hurt that no one really knows how to describe is devastation. It's devastation. But what brings me to this is that I got a phone call about 7 o'clock this morning from another morning mom who lost her kid when he was 15, and this was in mid-90s. He would be in his mid-40s, So I get a call from her to tell me that there is now another morning mom. She just lost her son this morning. He was 30 years old. And it touches me in more ways than one, to get that news this morning. Because I'm still trying to figure out how to operate without having my 30-year-old here anymore, It's just, when we lose a kid, devastation is the word. Devastation is the word. They say when you go to sleep thinking about something, that kind of is what you fall into dreamland, is some things that you dream about. Every night, I'm asking my son to come into to my dream, come spend some time with me, come tell me what happened, what was his last day like, tell me what it's like where he is, and those are the kind of things that moms want to know. We appreciate the condolences and the care and the concern, the support, the love, the memories. We appreciate all of that. But those are the things that we want to know. Like, what was your last day like? You know, what is it like where you are? You know, you just want your baby. That's all you want. I don't, there's no other way to put it. You know, it is an indescribable hurt. It's something that we all know. You know, we all say things and do things, but I do believe that with all of that, we do have that real life understanding that we all expire at some point. No one knows the expiration date, you know. And it's this mom who lost her son today. I love her, you know. And she made a comment and she said, we gonna cry together, we gonna shed them together, we gonna mourn together. She said, but we not gonna act like we don't know what type of lifestyle he lived, you know. That's a lot of strength in that comment coming from her, you know, because that's her baby. And that let me know that she'll be what we consider okay. She'll be okay throughout all the pain and the hurt and the confusion. I guess with that, it tells me that she don't have that. I guess that why question. The how question. I'm sure she has questions because, again, we don't never know the expiration date. We always want that one more time, you know. But as I said before, you know, the last time I saw my son, it was on a FaceTime call. And I have to just be grateful for that moment, you know. I couldn't hear him. He had some kind of janky promoters type phone. So we could see each other, but we would text on FaceTime to know what one another is saying, you know, still just so we could see one another, you know. But it's just hard. And if you're out there and you come across this video and I said something about myself, my kid, or another mom or her kid, and it soothes you in some facet, you can relate to it, or just feel like, you know, sense that you're not alone, that you're not the only person that this has happened to. Hopefully it encourages you to keep going. To figure out how to move on in what I consider to be a new life. You know, my life changed when I had my son, and my life changed when my son is no longer here with me anymore, you know. So I'm trying to figure out how to move with this change. And I hope to encourage you to do the same. You know, stay afloat, keep moving. And morning moms, I'm here. You can reach out to me, you know, in private. You can email me at morningmoms128@gmail.com. And I'm here. I love you all. Energy never dies.